Hey everyone, what's up? This is Ram here, and today we are going to create this website. And this is a web agency website. The title of this, it has a nice navigation bar, hero image with some cards, about a section, the services section with some cards. The cards have with a hover effect, this gives a nice shadow, and I've used a gradient in the back of this services section. Then when I hover over the icons, it changes colors. And then here is the client section where the CSS filter is used. This is the call to action section. Here is the team section, and when I hover over it, the team member name, some of the description, and the social icons appears. And then there is a pricing section with these buttons, and then the contact section, the contact us form, and a button and some social icons, plus the footer section. So this is a Bootstrap project, Bootstrap 4, and it is responsive to all breakpoints. Let me show you the responsiveness of this. So guys, let me go, and here is a hamburger menu. When I click on it, the menu appears. Let's close it. Then we have the hero image and the cards. Everything is stacked nicely, looking nice. And then we have a services section, stacked, neat, and nicely. And then this is a client section, and when I hover over it, the filter removes and the color appears. And here is the call to action, the team. Okay, when I click on it, so the detail, everything is working, and it is a nice, elegant project for me. I hope that you guys will like this. If so, don't forget to subscribe the channel and hit the like button if you guys like this project. So let's move on to the code editor and start working. I'm using VS Code Editor. Most of you, those who are following me, you knew. And if you are new here, then for you guys, here is a VS Code Editor. Whatever code editor you are using, go for that. I've already created a folder, and within the folder I have images folder. I've got all the images from pexels.com, so all the credit of the images goes to pexel.com. Here is the index.html file, and I want to use the main.css. What I'm going to do, I have an Emmet extension, and I have installed a Bootstrap 4 extension in this, so I'm just going to type B4 and press enter, and I have got the starter template of Bootstrap. Okay, so if you are not using this one, or if you don't have the VS Code editor, what you guys can do, go to the getbootstrap.com site, and then here, let me show you from the beginning. So this is the getbootstrap.com site. Here in the documentation, click on the documentation, and then this is the starter template. Copy this code, paste it in your editor, and you are good to go. Now I have to link my style sheet. So what I'm going to do, link related to style sheet, href, and this is main.css. Let me change the title here. So the title would be Web Agency. And then let's go back to the browser, and let me tell you, the font I'm going to use in this is this Amaranth. The font name, it has 4 styles. I'm going to click on this, and here I just want to select this regular one and the bold 700. I'm going to copy the code from here. Copy this, and let's go back to the editor, and here in the head section I'm going to paste that code, the code I've copied from this one. This one is for CSS, so right now I'm not going to touch this. We'll see this later. And icons I've used the font awesome icons. So the 6th one is going to be coming soon, but now we are using the 5th version 5. What you have to do, you just have to mention your email address. They will send you the further information, the further process, and follow that further process, and then after that you will get a code. Copy that code, or you can download it also. So what I'm going to do, I'm just copying the code. I'm using the CDN. So the code, I've already copied the code, and I'm using this code in all of my projects. And here I'm going to paste this project again in the head section. So I do have a font awesome icon and Google Fonts, plus I have linked the style sheet. Now what I have to do, let's get started. Start coding the page. So first of all, I want to go with the header and want to have a comment here. Let me bring it here in the middle of the screen. End of header. Then here I'm going to use the HTML5 element, that is header element, and I want to use an ID of header. This ID I'm going to use in the CSS. Then I want to have a nav element, assigning it a class of navbar, then navbar expand. This is for the responsiveness. So expand large. Padding X means from left and right, so or from x-axis is 4. Now want to have an anchor tag, href. If you guys want to mention the link, go for it. I'm not. Class would be navbar. Brand, here I'm going to use, this is a Bootstrap class. Here we can use the logo or the name of the website. So this one, okay. So here this is achieved by using the Navbar brand. And now within this I'm going to use the span element, assigning it a class, font weight bold, and then text uppercase. And this logo class, I'm going to, this font weight bold and this text upper is a Bootstrap class. These both are Bootstrap classes, but this logo I'm going to use in CSS. So this class I have appointed this class here. So I'm going to say web agency. Okay, let's save it. And in the title, okay, I have mentioned in the title, I'm going to use my live server, and here, so this is what we have, this web agency. Okay, just notice that I have written the agency in small letters, but here the class is uppercase. So in the browser it is showing us in by using the uppercase letters. Okay, now we have to go for a button, and this button, the button I'm going to create, let me show you from here, this toggle button, okay, this hamburger menu. So how we can create this, back and here, button element. The type of this button element is button, and the class for this is navbar toggler, not toggle, toggler. And then I'm going to use a JavaScript class here. So this is data toggle and collapse. So let me here data target. It's also a JavaScript class. Data collapse and data toggle and data target. And here this data target, would have an ID, and here the ID would be Navbar. I'll show you where I'm going to use this ID. And then have a span element, assign it a class of toggle icon, and then within this f1 awesome icon class, fa bars. Let me show you these bars. So here are the bars, okay? These are the bars I am going to use. So these are the bars we are going to use there. Okay, and bars, and then here let's start with a division. Assign it a class of collapse, Navbar collapse, then ID. So here I'm going to use this ID. This ID is Navbar, okay? And now I am going to use some unordered lists, which will be UL. And the class, in the class of this Navbar nav text, this Navbar is a Bootstrap class again, so Navbar nav, and then text, capitalize margin from left and right would be auto. Within this unordered list, I'm going to create a list item, assigning it a class of nav item. And the first one is going to be active, and then let me bring it here. Okay. Anchor tag href. Let's assign it a class of nav link, and this should be home. What I'm going to do, I'm going to copy and paste it for several times. So I've copied it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, first of all, let's remove this active class from all the other links or items. So here we go. If you are using VS Code editor, let me tell you that I just hold the Alt key. I pressed the Alt key and then I clicked with the with all the active class, and I removed them all together at once. Okay, here I want to remove also, so I'm holding the Alt key and not there. Here, okay. And what happened? I mistook there. So okay. Now the second class is going to be about. Oops, sorry, everywhere it is written about, no problem. And the third would be services. And the fourth one could be a team, pricing, and contact. Okay, so I can use the text capitalize class here, but I'm not using. No problem. Okay, home. Let's save it, move on to the browser and see. Not this one, here we go. So we have a Navbar logo, the nav items, and let's see, we have a navigation bar also, sorry, the hamburger menu also, and it is working also. Okay, let's click on it, move back to the browser, sorry, editor. The next thing we have to do is we have to create another, after this another list, we have to create another division, assigning it a class of nav info items or item, and here display none, then display large flags. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to say div class nav info align items center and display flags, and then not just flags, display flags, and justify content between, justify content between, let me bring it here. Okay, and let's break the line because I want it to keep within the screen, and margin from left and right large would be 5, and I want to, let me bring it here. Okay, so then I don't need to break it. Okay, I hope that it is within the screen and you guys can see it. Now I have a span element, assigning it a class of info icon, margin left and right large 3. Let's have a fun awesome icon class here, and the class would be FA WhatsApp square. And you know what, this is what I have made, and then the size of this would be FA 2 times bigger than its actual size. And I want to okay, I don't want to use this app class here, so, and then after this span here, let's have a paragraph and assign it a class of margin bottom 0, and there, as I'm Brazilian, so I'm going to mention the Brazil code 611 2 3 and 4 5 6 and 7 8. Let's save it, move on to the browser. Okay, we cannot see this. Why? I think I made a mistake in the, let's see, our WhatsApp square. I think there isn't. Let's see again. Let's go to the font awesome icon again. I think I have. Where is that? It should appear. Okay, let me do something. Let me assign it another class. This class would be app, and we will see this in what's in our CSS. Okay, so until now, here the markup for our navbar is ready. It is done. The markup is done. Let's go to the CSS and start styling this, then we can see this. Okay, I've changed here. I have assigned a app class. I'm going to use this app class in the CSS. Okay, so here in our CSS, first of all, I'm going to use the universal selector, and I'm going to say the margin would be 0, padding 0, box sizing, border box not 0. And then the next thing is the body selector. And what I'm going to do here, if you guys remember here, now we are going to get this code, the font code, and save it, paste it here. So here the font family is Amaranth, and it is sans serif. If the user, they don't have this Amaranth font, then it would be replaced with any sans serif. So this is what we have. Now let's go with the nav links. So first of all, nav links, and then okay, I want to go with the navbar toggler class, and here let me show you something, then it would be easier for you to understand what I'm talking about. And when I click on this, can you see there is an outline of orange or brown? It's orange color. So I want to remove this outline. It doesn't look good. So what I'm going to do, here I have used this navbar toggler class, and I'm going to say outline would be none. You know what it's going to do? It's not going to do anything because we have to use something else. Let me show you that the line is the line is there, the border is here. So to remove it, what we have to do is to give a flag of important. And now when I go to the browser and I click on it, now we cannot see that border, outline border. Okay, so this is the main purpose of this navbar toggler selector. Now the second thing I want to use here before this is a logo class I have used. And what I'm going to do, I want to change the color of the logo, and the logo color would be 04A 5F0. Okay, so let's save it. Let's see. So now the color is, and I'll remove it. Okay, so here is the color of the logo. Now what's next? Toggler icon. So the toggler icon, let me check. Okay, it's looking nice. It has a nice nice size. Let me compare with this one. It is bigger, so if you guys want to have this one bigger than this one, this is smaller, a bit smaller, and this is a bigger one. So what we can do for this to make it bigger like that, we're going to use a toggler icon class, and here the font size could be 35 pixels. Let's save it and let's see. So it looks it is bigger than before. So let's go back, and then what we are going to do, let's change the color of the toggler icon, and here the color I'm going to use is same 04A5F0. Save it, move on to the browser, and yes, the color is blue. Okay, the next thing is nav links. So the nav link, and here the color is going to be the same 04A5F0, and then let's use some transition here, and for the transition all 1 second is in out, and the font size of the nav links would be 25 pixels. Let's save it, and let me close this. And okay, so we have styled everything, but I want to have a different color when I hover over them. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to say nav link hover, and color this should be black. Let's save it, and now when I hover over it, it has a black color. And let me add something else. It should be font weight bold, because I think when I hover over it, then the font weight should be bold. Okay, so it's looking nice. Now let's work with the WhatsApp icon, and for that I had the app class here, and I'm going to use the color CULR color, and the color would be the WhatsApp color 4FCE5D. Let's save it and let's see if it's working or not. I cannot see that. There is some problem here. Let's see where is the problem. Okay. Here in the font awesome icon, let's go in WhatsApp. And in WhatsApp, I have used this one. Let's see if the code is. So the code is FAB WhatsApp square. Let me copy the code from here. Move on to the browser, and here there's AI class FAB. Hold on, let me paste it here. Okay, so first of all, let's close it, save it, move on to the browser, and here this is what. Okay, I can see so there could be a problem in the code. What I'm going to do now, I want it to be bigger than its actual size, so FA2X, it is bigger than the actual size, and the app class I'm going to use. So now it has a green color. Why it has a green color? Because here I have used this app class with this green color. So this is how we have done with our Navbar, and it is responsive. So here is the menu bar, and as you can see it's working okay. Now let's go back and start working on our hero image. So this is a hero here. Let's remove some extra spaces from this section, and then here let's have a hero section. For this hero section, and then end of hero section or hero image, hero section. These are my neighbor's dogs. Section element. I'm sorry, let me stop this recording until to wait when they stops talking. Or okay, so the section element with an ID of hero, assign it a class of flags, display flags actually, and then I want to go with the flags column. Justify content, not between, but justify content center. And I'm sorry, let me stop it again. Okay, content center, and then I want to go with the alignments, and the alignment should be align items center. What I'm going to do, I will break it, keep it within the screen, and yep, align item center. Div class container, heading 1, class text uppercase, and here let's say because it is already in uppercase, so web agency, and then heading 2, this should be welcome to Bootstrap 4. Then after I want to go with another division, assigning it a class of display flags, align items center, and then anchor tag href class of bdn start. I'm going to use this bdn class in CSS, and this should be get started. Let's save it. So we have the title, the subtitle, and the link. Now we have to go to the CSS, and here first of all, let me have the, yeah, I haven't mentioned the links over here. It should be end of Navbar. Then here, let's go with the heroes section. End of hero section. Okay, I'm going to use the ID of hero here, and then let's have a width of 100%, then height of 60 view height, and then background linear, here linear gradient. And first of all, I want to go with RGBA colors, and 5195 243, and then 0.5 the transparency. Then I want to go with another RGBA, and here I want to say 236, then 9, and 198, and 0.5. Then after here I want to go with the URL, and for the URL I do have an images folder. Let me bring it here. Images folder, and within the images folder I do have an image with the name of hero.jpg. Then I want to keep it in the center, and then I want to go with the background size. So the background size would be cover, position, relative, z index 1, padding could be 0, margin bottom -1, 20 pixels. Let's save it and let's see. Okay, so we have a banner, but we have to work more on this. Okay, we can use it 100 view height also. Let's see. Okay, but you know what, I don't want to show the whole image, so for 100, if you guys, you can go with the 100, but I want to keep it with the 60. It's just to show you. Okay, so with the 60 view height, I'll show you. It could be like this. Okay, because I'm going to use these cards here. Okay, so now what we have to do next? Let's get the ID, hero, and then before, not here, and before. So the content here, I don't want to go with any kind of content. background would be RGBA 0004, and then the position absolute, and bottom, hold on please, okay, so the bottom would be 0, top 0, left 0, right 0. Let's save it. You know what? Right now, let's not use this one. I'll explain you, okay, what I'm trying to do here. But let's be consistent with this one. I was trying to do something. Later I'll explain you, just a moment. Maybe we don't need to do that, but if we need, then I'll explain you, okay? So right now, let me remove it. Okay, so let's go with hero heading 1, and this should be margin 0, 0 and 10 pixels, and then 0. Again, the font size would be 48 pixels, and then font weight could be bold, line height 56 pixels, and the color I want to go with white. Let's save it. Okay, so we do have this white title. Now what we have to do, we have to go with hero heading 2, and for the subtitle the color is going to be white again, and then margin would be the margin bottom would be 50 pixels, and font size would be 24 pixels. Let's save it. Okay, so it's here. Now we have to work with the link. And then I want to go with the, just hold on, I just want to see 24 pixels, so it could be, let me go with 26 pixels, okay? Yeah, no, it's okay. Or 24 is okay, sorry. Now let's go and work with the button, the link. And for that, we had the BDN start class here, and let's say text transform uppercase, font weight light, and then font size would be 16 pixels. Letter spacing 1 pixel. Display inline block, padding would be 10 pixels, 28 pixels, and then transition again 0.5 seconds, margin top 10 pixels, border 2 pixels, solid white, and then the color would also be white. Let's save it and move back to the edit browser. So here we go. So we have the web agency, and not this one. Let's close it, and okay. So you know what, there is something wrong here. Yeah, we'll fix this thing. Okay, and now what we have to do, I need to check something, just a minute. I think, yep, you know what I have done, I have to add something else here, and that something else is going to work for us. So how the one we have done before, here, let's go with the same thing. So let me write here hero before content. I'll explain you in a moment, okay? Content nothing, then the background. Background for this would be RGBA 0.4, position absolute, and bottom 0. You know, we have the container class, so I'm going to use that container class here, and here I'm saying the index 2. Let's save it. Okay, you know what I was trying to achieve. If you guys remember, I have used this code before, but I deleted it because I think that maybe we don't need it, but we need it. And here, when I use that, I want to use it, this black shade over my gradient. So this is what we have, and this one, why it is black and not white, because now I have closed this one. Okay, so not close, kind of close. Okay, so now you can see that the over my gradient, I want to have with the gradient it was very bright already, the image was very bright, so I used the gradient to cover that, but I want to use some blackish gradient over the gradient, black color over the gradient, that it doesn't affect the gradient color also. So this is what we have done by using this pseudo element before and this the index 2. Okay, hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Now the next thing is, we were working with the button and we have done with the button colors, but now we have to do a last thing in the hero section, and that is boolean start hover, and then background is going to be not this 04, sorry, this one, this should be 04A5F0, and then the border of this would be 2 pixels solid, and I want the same border, and then text, decoration, none. Let's move on to the browser. Okay, so when I hover over this, there is a problem. Let's change it, and let's say the color, this could be, let's save it now. Let's go back. Okay, when I hover over it, so it has a button. The button has a white text, and this is what we have done so far. Let's go back to here in the responsive section, and it's looking nice until now. Now what we have to do, we have to work with these cards. Okay, so we have to work on this card section, and for this, let's go back to the index.html and start coding for the card section. Let me have a glass of water. Okay. Let's remove these extra spaces. And here, so I just name it this card section, skill section. Let's say card section, not card section. Section element. You know what? Let me do something here. End of card section. And here I want to have an ID of skills. In this card section, we are going to define the different skills the agency owned, and div class container, and then again another division, assigning it a class of raw, then another division, assign it a class of column extra large 4, then column large 5, division, assign it a class of column, column extra large, and then column extra large 8, and then column large 7. I'll show you why I'm using this one. Just a moment. Flags, and then within this, you know what, I just have to keep it here with this division 4 and 5. Yep, an extra large display flags. And then here, let's go with the division, assign it a class of icon boxes and display flags, only icons. Okay, icons and display flags, and then flags column, justify content center, And then another division, assigning it a class of raw, and another division, assign it a class column extra large 4, display flex, align items center, let me bring it in the middle of the screen. Okay. So division, assigning it a class of icons, this icons, okay, icons, and this should be a icon class. I think I made a mistake somewhere. Let's go and let's see if I think I haven't, and I'm a bit confused here, but let's see, let's code for it and later we'll see if we can find. Then margin top would be 4, then margin top extra large 0, icon, sorry, for an awesome icon class, and here I'm going to go with FABFA fly. I don't know why I have used these icons, but I've just used. And then here, let's go with a heading 4 with some lorem ipsum text of 3 words. So lorem ipsum $ with dummy text. And now here, let's go with a paragraph and some text of 20 words. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to break these into some different lines. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, let's have a comment here, and let's copy this one. And paste it for a couple of times. And now here, in place of this of this fly, here I'm going to use FAS and then FA leaf, LAF leaf, and then the other one here, you know, I've used virus, and so FAS FA virus. Okay, let's move on to the browser, not this one. Okay, so things are here. Let's go back to the CSS and start styling this section. Here in our CSS, let's write the cards section, and here in this part, let's see, skills, padding for this would be 0, 0, 30 pixels, and then 0, and then yeah, position, relative, Here I want to use the z index. This could be 3. Let's save it. Okay. Now again, I think I made a mistake here somewhere in the class. No, yeah, here is an ID, not a class, and I have used a class here, so this should be an ID. Okay, now it's working. So everything is black, so it cannot be seen well. After this, what I'm going to do, let's use the icons class here, and icons and the icon class. Okay, we have, let me check again here because maybe where's that? Yeah, icon and icons. So icon and icons classes are here, and we have to say text align center, border radius 10 pixels, background, the background I want to go with 04A5F0. Padding for this would be 40 pixels and then 30 pixels, and the width could be 100%. And let's see what's going on in the browser. Okay, so they are too long because here I haven't used too much text. So you know what we can do for this? Let's remove the text because the text is too much and it doesn't look nice. So we have to style it also, but yep, this text is okay. And 2 lines. This would be, I'm going to make it fine. I don't want this much text. And we have to style it, but I don't want text, too much text. Okay. Now icons are, we have done with the icons. Not at all, we are doing. So what's next? Same icons and icon class, and then heading 4, font size 20 pixels, and then font weight, this could be bold, and margin would be 30 pixels and 0. Let's save it. Okay, you know, heading 4. So now the heading is okay, looking nice and better. And I have to change the icon colors also. So what I have to do here, let's say icons and then icons and icon class, and then element. Here I want to say the font size for this would be 40 pixels, and the color of the icons would be white. And then the margin bottom would be 30 pixels, Let's save it, move on to the browser. Wow, now it's looking nice and a bit professional. Okay, now let's work with the text, and for that let's go with the icons class, and then icon, paragraph. Here the font size, I'm going to use 15 pixels. Color would be white. That's all. Let's see. Okay, so we have the cards. Cards are looking nice. But again, if you guys want more text, you can go with that. I just want a bit of the text, okay? If you want more, you can go with more of the text. Now the next thing, we have to work with this about section. Then we have services, clients, and too much work we have to do. So let's move on and start. Let's see the responsiveness of this section, and it is stacked nicely, looking good. Yep. Let's close it, and now we have to do what we have to do. Let's have a break, and after break I will be back and we will work on this about us section. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to link the next section with this one, so don't forget to check the I button, because I'm going to connect this within the I button, and the next section, about us section, you guys can find it in the I button. I'll see you after some break, okay?